wins in the offseason. First start for Teddy Bridgewater.
All right, let me blink a few times and shake my head because that's not number one trying out on the field for the Carolina Panthers. That's Teddy Bridgewater for the first time.
I'm already playing against the Panthers, but I done souped up the goddamn team.
In a season opener in the NFL, now with the Carolina Panthers, and was 5-0 last year as a replacement quarterback with the New Orleans Saints.
This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
They didn't put Campbell for motherfucker hard a bit.
Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates. 2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it.
I think you got to put some ball in the tackle and serve it.
They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And Bridgewater able to get this complete to Anderson. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is. Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized.
Not California.
Had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
He'll be taken down at the 48.
Oh, yeah. This is from California, Detroit.
That catch good for only a couple. Charles, we get a look at the draft class here for this team. What do you think?
Well,
yeah, but that was just some dope dealers, though.
They did because, to me, they got some solid players in the early rounds. And then if I'm correct in my evaluation, they got some great value in the later rounds as well.
And that is incomplete here.
You need speedy linebacker. That's what you want. If you want to cover anything. So that's good.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. From the gun, Bridgewater. He's going to look deep for more.
Look at that. You watching it?
And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down.
No, I'm talking about the screen.
Chalk that one up as a gain of 34.
That's my nigga just broke my nigga off on the vertical and stopped.
Oh God, I thought I should. Did you get me for you?
3rd down.
Yo, come play.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. That doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. Nice consistent game.
1st and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. On the ground, McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal.
2nd down and goal. Bridgewater.
Touchdown,
Panthers. season, big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Mariota and the Raiders now come up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat for the first down. It seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good game out of
real player movement.
You know you need good blocking up front in order to gain.
I say speed don't matter because they're going to be this zoom no more.
If you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. But that man right there, John Ross, remember, he ran the fastest combine 40 in history, 4.22 seconds, and he showed off that speed right there. Wow. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. That was Dante Jackson, the one who got a hand in to knock it away. On 2nd down, Mariota again. And he'll take it.
Yeah, I played back on this game.
Touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers.
That play don't work in PS4 version no more.
Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and it will come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down in those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the pass.
Easier said than done, though. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. So Bridgewater needing to work a little magic after that sack on a 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Mariota and the Raiders now come up 1st and 10 at their own 22. He'll let this go deep for Rupp. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
Yeah, you need a quarterback, man. Now he's making the throws. A while ago, he wasn't making none of this shit.
A big pickup of 38.
That was an excellent read right there.
Nah, you need one. I'm boosting it up to 99.
So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts
it comes.
Fumble.
Mariota had it jarred loose.
I ain't put a big ball for him.
His guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. In that time, he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive.
I didn't call him though. He was like a big though.
Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day.
Very
He
good
has
one.
to protect the football because there's always going to be people.
He went regular.
Catch there by DJ Moore is really starting to come into his own. He's one of that pack of receivers in the NFL now that looks like running backs and plays.
Look, you see how McCaffrey just broke through that hole? You can't one tackle every running back. Like, man, regular, he would have got tackled. One of the linemen came out, and he was about to run through that bitch.
Expect those numbers to continue to grow.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. Completes it to Samuel. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. We'll remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now the throw pulled in by Anderson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. You said it earlier in the quarter when you saw broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Those are the touchdowns that aren't just scored on Sundays or Monday night. Those are the ones that are scored during the week because they had that preparation and a great route run.
Oh, I love that observation because you don't just roll out on game day and say, okay, go run this route and let's get it done. That means exactly what you said. The practice had to occur beforehand, which led to the timing, which led to the touchdown.
Play after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You can't run for it. You don't need more, man.
Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
And can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? To throw on 2nd and 6, Mariota. bananas loss complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Mariota flush to his right.
Oh, good dive.
Touchdown, Raiders. Marquise Goodwin. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Raiders
I 99 this nigga.
tying this thing up.
Daniel Carlson.
CD for them. This is
You
just
don't
an
understand that,
offensive
man.
explosion
You
here.
should see the game before.
Yeah, held scoreless in the
Yeah, you'll
first
see a
quarter.
big
Now they
difference,
find the end
man.
zone again here in the second.
So I'm telling you, you need a
Sometimes you just have
quarterback.
to have some patience.
I-99
A lot
this
of people
nigga.
think it's
Just
always
to
an
see the
adjustment. You
difference.
have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
This
Yo.
one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Yeah, I got
in the middle
to
of
go
the
for
end
the
zone.
moment.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard
But that's what I'm telling you. You need a quarterback, bro.
Offense as they get ready to take over here. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Oh, my
Now
goodness.
the
They
Panthers
so
going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
He went in trying to steal some shit because he grew up Jackson
From the
Hole.
shotgun, it's Bridgewater.
Jackson with guns and shit.
Short throw to the tight end Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Bridgewater on first down. Over the middle, it's Thomas. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this
He made that.
he was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough.
Oh, yeah,
out.
I'm recording.
And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. And that right there is something we've seen, I don't know, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Mariota and the Raiders now come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. From the shotgun, he'll throw. Got a man open, it's Ross. And they work this
Man, you can't do, bro, because it slows you down.
Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
It slows you down, though.
That the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, Nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. He's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
Think I should put it all full.
Here's Mariota. Steps
I think
away.
I should put it all full.
He may try and run for this.
Yeah, Kyler Murray and Mariota run totally different, bro. Wait, you need to see Kyler Murray
As a
run.
rookie, this one a bit less, but it is a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right.
That play right here, mean.
Raider touchdown. Marcus Mariota with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front.
And that 3rd counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious they've needed everything that he's given them today. The 3 touchdowns, that's impressive, but without him, they're not winning this game.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game.
And the Raiders have got him. Maurice Hurst able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. So the opening drive of this 3rd quarter, they're trying to set the tone for the second half.
And without a doubt, they did exactly that. I've known coaches who have said the first 5 minutes of each half are so important to do exactly what you said, which is set the tone. I've also heard coaches
Good
talk about the first
shit.
5
Now look at that, bro.
plays.
That nigga fast as hell, but I caught up to him and made a play.
And Charles got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on
He
first
really
down,
don't
then they
matter
force the incomplete pass.
too much.
Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And the punt team on now as this one sent
Remember,
away.
this feel like simulation, bro. So that bitch on simulation gonna be even harder. Damn. I got my ass.
5-yard punt, 11 on the return.
Simulation
And the
gonna be even
Raiders will
harder,
take over
bro.
now, 1st and 10.
It might be more really
Vegas
low
offense
on simulation.
ready for their
Hey,
next
maybe.
possession. And they're hoping to redo
Maybe.
their efforts in the last
But I
drive
tell you, that
when they
nigga
get
Mike
to the end
Williams,
Just think of what it's
Moss
like
my
now on the
nigga.
sideline, because when you
It
score a
really no
touchdown, you have to go
simulation.
over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Look at that. That nigga wouldn't have made that if I ain't have this nigga at 99.
Midfield across the 45 before going out. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Partners,
I'm
a
saying
lot
if he
of
won
fun watching
99
the
though,
NFL now, isn't it?
I'm
Because
telling
the
you,
big
bro.
fella runs
I
routes.
just take this nigga out
It used to
quick.
be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can
You
run
I'm telling
anything
you,
and
you
catch
get one of
the
them
ball
low
from
overall
somewhere.
niggas, and you gon' niggas get them low overall niggas quarterback and struggle.
7 yards on the pickup there.
Unless they do little short shit all the game.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you
That's
want to
all
call
it
it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
And inside the 20 before he's
Dude,
brought
cook them
down.
up.
That'll be good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a 1st down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments as the defense is trying to really stop him.
Mariota going to run on the option. And he is
That
out of bounds. Looks like right
nigga
at
run
the
so
15.
funny. I
Give him
couldn't
3 on the
outrun
keeper
him.
there, and it is second down.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
At least 90-some speed quarterback.
Escaping the pressure right.
Shoot. Oh, no. Yeah, you right in the mud. You must be able to shit out that box.
His intended target, but now it's third down. To throw Mariota. And it's caught. And so close, he gets it to the
I think that wasn't an out route,
bounds
though.
right
Was that
there.
an out route?
Over 100
I don't
yards
think it
receiving
was.
for him now in the opener.
It
And it's a
was, but
first
it
down.
wasn't. So I ain't
That's
gonna
a
say
play
that.
that'll likely be forgotten.
How he run that route is how niggas run the out route. If you don't run a route runner.
Plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points
And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Marcus Mariota keeping it himself from a yard
You
out.
think this shit,
And the Raiders
this,
able to
like,
extend that
I don't know. I wish you would have seen the first game, though, when
I'd have to
Marcus
say that
Mariota
for
couldn't
him,
make 8
that was
throws.
an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Throwing again on second down. Bridgewater. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Bridgewater. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. And it's taken in at the 9. Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Mariota and the Raiders now come up 1st and 10 at their own 24. And he is going to be taken down. And it should be the final play of this third quarter. Yetur Gross-Matos in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Going deep down. He's got him in. Complete. The 30. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. John Ross, 92 yards. And the Raiders add on to their lead. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections,
ran 22 miles per
they have
hour.
these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And the final clocking on the next-gen stats there. How about this? 22.1
They tell you how fast niggas running.
Wow. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. And the Panthers coming out now. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Bridgewater. Open man is Anderson.
Karen Ross is a motherfucker on this
Look
game.
at him go. 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Robbie Anderson. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down. With this deficit, he might need to score 3 more times to give them a chance.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives, and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after him right here. I
Really?
Put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right. Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Pretty ideal right there. Keeping yourself, get the 1st down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach, probably his agent too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Now a toss to the left for Jacobs. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
It's hard to hit him.
I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. The 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. On 1st down, Cottrell. He's going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So, 'So, 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 ' Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
Little work still to do, though. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Robbie Anderson making his way back onto the field.
Well, partner, it was a slow start, but boy, the numbers here in the second half.
Well, they're kind of telling the story right now, aren't they?
Not only they're telling it, they're shouting it because now he sees the opportunity.
Trying to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he's going to return to the 21-yard line.
You still watching?
Both defenses have had their...
I'm gonna show you what no quarterback in like no. See, watch these passes.
Another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch counter punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time the big swing was taken and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Throwing to start the drive.
That's hard as hell completely. And defense play harder when you got no good quarterback.
And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is caught at the 8. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is.
Yeah, I don't know. I slid left, me right to block him, but I burned.
Playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Oh, that's what I'm saying, bro. You ain't got no quarterback and zip that bitch in there. That nigga Jackson Dome.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he will bring this one back.
I'm trying to tell you, you need a quarterback, dude.
This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football.
You need a quarterback, bro.
But you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air.
Yeah, look at that kick, bro. This on all man competitive.
Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
Now look at that, man. This is no good quarterback. But you could play with him and carry you on the PS4. You can play with him. You need a quarterback, man.
3rd and 10. They had had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Off the option, he'll try and run with it. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Give him a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it still brings up 4th.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and lead.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Henry Ruggs with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will.
Daniel Carlson to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Carolina offense about ready to go. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays, they want.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. To try again after the sack. Bridgewater gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. And the Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down.
And 6.
Throwing is Bridgewater. And that will be incomplete. Now, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
Look at that, bro. That should have been touchdown.
Intercepted. Picked up by Justin Burris. And a big turnover.
I see this play
there as
here
his
so
guys
good.
will get
I
the
see this
football
amazing.
back.
I'm gonna let that be
Panthers
touchdown.
out
Oh,
there
that's
ready to
amazing.
begin their next drive. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play? And down he
Blitz.
goes. The pressure
Watching
getting
him
to
need blitz.
Bridgewater.
That bitch tough.
And whistles, and they take their
2.4
final
seconds to
timeout with 7
sack.
seconds left. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Another try after the first down sack. Bridgewater. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
That last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. One last shot now for Bridgewater. Now a desperation throw. It got his man.
Look at this shit, bro. It feel like simulation.
Past the 20, 10, and a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these
It's like
types of
simulation,
ones that
bro.
we don't consider big at the time, then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world.
You see the shit? That's all man competitive, bro. Simulation gonna be even worse.
Something positive from this game. They played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, not really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That
Man,
part is
really had a good game,
but
though.
I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing